All right, guys, good evening. It's Melanie Mitro here. I am the 2014 top coach of Team Beachbody. I'm also the host of our Monday Night Team Call and the creator of the Dream Team. So I just want to welcome you here this evening. We do our team calls every Monday at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and I failed to get that video to work correctly, which I'm bummed about because it was perfect, setting the stage for advancing in rank, which is our topic this evening. So I put the link in the chat bar. So if you can please grab that link, copy and paste it into the notes section or into your browser so that you can listen to it later. It will really give you a good visual. I think Michael Neiman does a great job at explaining the ranks in the business. So we are focused this evening on advancing to Emerald. It is really the first step in your business. Before we jump into our call and the details on that, I'm going to do a few announcements. So the call is recorded. If you need to go back and grab any of the previous call recordings, you can do so by going to the Files section of either my personally sponsored coach page or the Dream Team Facebook page. Look in the Files section under Coach Call Recordings, and there is an entire library of all the calls we've done over the past 4 years there. So if you're looking for personal development, that also is a great place to go. Last week, we talked about time management. I really hope that that call with something that you have started to implement in your business. I have seen some of you have started creating calendars and blocking off your work time and really starting to decide what are the priorities in your business and are getting better at goal setting. So I just want to say, if you didn't get a chance to catch the recording from last week's call, make sure that you grab that again out of the files section of either of those two team pages and really start to implement that. I'll tell you that going back to time management, re-listening to calls, rereading the books that I've wrote is something that I continue to revisit in my business, especially as my business grows and my priorities change in my life as well. So, all right, guys, announcements for tonight. So if you are just starting as a Beachbody coach, or maybe you've kind of been out and about or on vacation, the promotions for the month of August are the Size Challenge Pack, which is on sale for $140. The normal price is $160. It's on sale till the end of August. Most likely, it won't be on sale again in September. So if you do have people that expressed interest in size, you're going to want to make sure that you follow up with them and let them know that there is no guarantee that it will be on sale in September, and that if they would like to take advantage of the sale price, that they should do it before the end of the month. The second challenge pack that is on sale this month is the 3-day refresh challenge pack. That is at $140 instead of $160. It comes with the 3-day refresh, which is our healthy cleanse, followed by 30-day supply of Shakeology, either in the packets or the bag. You also get 30 days of the Beachbody On Demand, which gives you access to 11 Beachbody programs in their entirety, including the nutrition planning, the schedule of the workouts, and every workout in the program. There is also sneak peeks of, the 21-day fix, the Fix Extreme, P25, P90X3, size, and then also on Beachbody On Demand, there is also the challenge du jour. So it's the challenge of the day, and it is a workout that is not related or tied to a specific fitness program, but it's a different workout of the day that you can go on and try to give yourself some variety and spice in your workout program. So that offers people a great opportunity to get started with you, either in a 30-day group or the focus is on doing Beachbody On Demand workouts, focused on the nutrition, starting out with the cleanse. That's a really great after Labor Day program to do, starting on September 2nd. So I'll talk a little bit more about that too. Third, the Size Kickstart Challenge Pack is also on sale. I want to say it's $180 versus $205. And it includes the 3-day refresh, it includes the Size Challenge Pack, or the Size program, and it includes Shakeology. Again, Beachbody On Demand comes with that also. Anybody that buys a challenge pack is going to get access to Beachbody On Demand for 30 days. They can decide whether or not they would like to continue, but it's a great way for people to also, if they purchase a program, within 24 hours, it becomes unlocked, so that if somebody orders their challenge pack today and their challenge group starts on Wednesday, they can still jump right in, even though they don't have the physical program, they can access it on demand. So that's something to keep in mind also. All right, so those are your promotions for the month. Again, they're only guaranteed till the end of the month. We do not know what September's promotions will be until the last day of the month when they kind of put that out there to diamonds and above. All right, so Team Cup. We are starting the third week of the Team Cup. The Team Cup is our large Team Beachbody just contest, and we're all grouped in teams of 5. And you know what, Lisa, if it's skipping for you right now, it's easy to call in. So if you leave your computer up and you use the dial-in number, that actually, most likely, that the sound will be a little bit better. Also, if you have any other applications up on your computer right now, try shutting those down because that will slow down the AnyMeeting application. So just kind of a heads up for you guys. All right? Okay. Week 3 of the Team Cup. A few things. There are some. If you go to the Coach Online office, and if you log into your Coach Online office and you're looking at the right-hand side, it says Coach Breaking News. Right in there, it says training tools. And there are a couple of tools that they've uploaded today in there, and it talks about training tips. Increase your challenge pack power. And then I saw that they uploaded some of the Coach Summit 2015 videos. So there is the Choosing to Succeed, social media, the Leadership Ladder, and the Team Beachbody Difference. So there is actually 4 videos that you can watch. There's also Success on Demand, which is that's personal development that you can access. There's also training tips. The bigger your list, the better your results. There's more training videos. Talks about, 5 tips to end the month strong, new products, open the door to help more people. So it's talking to you probably about the boost supplements and the new performance line and how to enhance your customer experience with the challenge group. So guys, this is where you can go if you're struggling to keep your momentum up for the month. You can use the tools in here, share them with your cup team. You can make sure that you are setting up a call every week with your cup team and you guys are getting on the phone and you're talking about what it is that you're doing in your business to get those Success Club points, to advance in rank in the month of August. The cup, the Team Beachbody Cup, is really about pushing yourself outside of your comfort zone. It really does require you to say to yourself, I'm going to invite not just 2 people every day, but maybe 5 or 10. Or, you know what, I typically get Success Club 5, but this month I'm going to go for Success Club 10 or 20. So what the Team Cup is, it's not necessarily about winning the cup, being a top team in the cup, but it's about moving your business forward. It's about saying, you know what, I want to prove to myself that I can do this, that I can be a member of a cup team and I can contribute at least Success Club 5 or Success Club 10. So don't let it stress you out. Don't let it take over your life, but make it fun. Make it a way for you to meet new people, to be open to new ways of running your business, asking other members of the team what they are doing to have success in their business. And what happens is you find great friends, great success partners, you share ideas, and together you really earn some cool prizes. Like the swag is awesome. Getting your selfie stick is really cool. That's like a must-have for every Beachbody coach out there, getting the size gear that they're going to give away. That's truly how I get a lot of my gear is by these promotions and the things that they offer on a monthly basis. So don't let your cup team fizzle out. Don't lose touch with the people in your group. If your team leader of your cup team is not actively engaged, you step up and you organize a call. You jump in the group and say, this is what I'm working on today, or this is what I posted about that got a lot of traction and interaction this week. So step up, take leadership and ownership of your team and go out there and end the month strong. Like I said, 75 points. Your goal is to earn 75 points for every single team out there. That means you will earn all of the prizes for the Team Beachbody Cup. All right? And then lastly, it's about your personal best. It's not about, like I said, winning and being a top team in the cup unless that is your goal. More importantly, it's about saying, at the end of the day, I did the best I could. Like, I couldn't have done a fingernail more. I did everything on my business activity tracker, and I feel good about the effort that I put forward. And I know that I am capable of more than maybe I gave myself credit for at the beginning. All right? Okay, lots of great tools for you guys to share and use. So I will put it out there. You guys can tell me how many of you are finding that August is a more difficult month to hit Success Club than maybe June or July or any of the other previous months that you have been a Beachbody coach. Yeah, of course it is, right? All right, so why is it a more difficult month? Well, okay, and let me set the stage by saying this. Just because it's a more difficult month does not mean that we check out and we say, I'll come back when people are ready. I'll come back in September when kids have gone back to school and parents are ready to get back into their fitness routine when they're not as distracted. Because what happens is when you pull back because you're being met with resistance, you really lose momentum. And so what I'm going to share with you are tips that I have used over the past 4 years to hit Success Club consistently. I have never, except for the first month that I was a coach, I have never missed Success Club. And so here are some of the things that I have done to keep my business moving forward. Create a new challenge group idea. So for me and my coaches, anybody new that came into my business in July, right, or that was working with me to set up their first challenge group, we started our day one of our preseason today. So that means we don't have anything else to advertise for right now. We're really focused on getting our new challengers started. But there are some people that advertised and invited and were consistent and posted 3 to 4 times a day and didn't get their Success Club points for the August 17th challenge group. They didn't get anybody to commit. So do you just say, oh, well, I'll try again next month? No. What I have done is I set another challenge group date. And I say, okay, let me look at the calendar. September 2nd is a Tuesday, right? September 1st is, no. What is the first? The last, it's August 31st, is a Monday. So you could literally start a challenge group on August 31st. Or you could start a challenge group on September 7th, which is right after Labor Day weekend. And you could do something that's all around maybe the 3-day refresh challenge pack or the size challenge pack or the 21-day fix. And maybe what your goal is you start advertising for it. You get off this phone call tonight, you make your little advertisement, and to save yourself time, maybe you want to do something with back to school, or maybe you want to do something with the post-Labor Day refresh. Clean out the junk. The kids are going back to school. It's time to get focused, time to get back into the swing of things. Maybe you're getting a lot of price objections, so maybe you want to make it budget friendly, or maybe you're getting a lot of I don't have time, so maybe you want to talk about how to prepare quick, easy meals under 30 minutes, or on-the-go snacks, or travel foods, because people are involved in sports and parents are running from here to there and their to-do list is a mile long. So think about what angle you want to take and then make a challenge group advertisement for that. Doesn't need to be some pick monkey, fancy schmancy image. Maybe you want to promote the 3-day refresh. So maybe you take a picture of yourself holding the box of the 3-day refresh and you talk about, back to school, cleaning out the closet, or, something. Like, come up with your tagline and just write it right on your picture and quick and easy. It doesn't need to be super involved. And so what maybe you want to do is you want to highlight the things that you're going to promote. So, for example, if time seems to be something you're getting a lot of, then I would say do a 30-day clean eating group that you get the 3-day refresh challenge pack. You have access to Beachbody On Demand, so 11 programs they can use to do their daily workouts. You start with the 3-day refresh, and you are going to give them 4 weeks of meal plans, and they're going to be sample meal plans. So you're going to start saving your weekly meal plans to a file, the ones that you use. Then maybe you write down your grocery list on a Word document that goes with your meal plan, and you just start putting it in a file. And if you start collecting it now, by the time you are in the first or second week of the group, you're going to have 4 weeks worth of ideas to give them. And maybe you start practicing right now. Okay, let me start making some under 30-minute meals. Let me start putting into rotation some crock pot meals that I can use for this group. Let me start researching some ideas for moms on how to pre-plan their meals and how to, time-saving tips and healthy lunchbox ideas, if that's your market of people. And so when you're putting this advertisement out there, then over the next week and a half, you're not just going to post one advertisement that you're running this group and that you have 5 slots available. You're actually going to create supporting evidence each day over the next 5.5 days that you actually are going to deliver on what you're advertising for. Maybe that crock-pot meal under 30 minutes or that dinner under 30 minutes that you're going to make, you're going to post about it. And you're going to say, trying out some new recipes for my, September 7th back to you or back to school health and fitness challenge group. Here is my caprese chicken under 30 minutes. The whole family loved it. It's kid tested, husband approved. It's from start to finish, 30 minutes. Everybody loved it. If you would like more recipes, more tips, more accountability like this, message me or like this post for more information. Then the next day, you're going to do the same thing. And maybe you do clean eating snacks and you lay out on your kitchen table what you're packing in your lunchbox. And you talk about prepackaged little bags of almonds and, the little hummus cups that are prepackaged and quick things that people can grab and go. Maybe the next day you talk about Shakeology. But at the end, the most important thing is once a day you have that call to action. And you say, you don't just put it up there, make sure you have a clear call to action, that at the end of that post that you say, if you would like to join my group, like or message me for more information. So you may get nothing the first 2 days that you start doing this. But by day 5, day 6, day 7, you're going to start to see people are piqued in their interest. Maybe when you're doing your workout, you talk about the 21-day fix. And maybe you're doing 30-minute workouts and you talk about how you set the alarm 30 minutes early because you know that your kids are going to be going back to school and mornings are going to be really hectic getting everybody on the bus. And so you're going to start waking up 10 minutes earlier every day for the next 2 weeks so that you make sure that you get your workout on because you know how important that is and it's a priority in your day, right? So those are just some ideas for you guys. Next, really focus on following up with people. So like I said at the beginning of the call, there might be people that said, I'm interested in size, but they haven't pulled the trigger yet. Go back and follow up with all of those people. Let them know you have a challenge group starting in September and that they can also join that to make sure that they do start and finish the program. Also, don't just bank on your Facebook post being what's going to draw people in. You've got to invite them too. If you see people liking your post that you didn't see liking before, reach out to them. Adding new friends on Facebook, asking your current challengers for referrals. Go to the people that are in your challenge group and say, hey guys, I'm starting a group on September 7th. Do you guys know of anybody that would be interested in joining? Maybe you give a referral bonus. Maybe you give $10 cash back, or you offer a fix-8 cookbook, or you give samples of the performance line, or you come up with your own little free gift. For anybody that refers a friend that purchases a challenge pack, you give them some sort of referral, prize. Labor Day sales and promotions. Come up with your own little promotion. Maybe you want to give away something free or shaker cups or a Hamilton Beach mini blender to make your Shakeology because they're like under $20. So think about what can you do to get people to commit. And then lastly, handle objections in your post. So if you're finding that cost objection every single day, I can't afford it, I'd rather go to the gym, or maybe you're getting, I have a whole bunch of protein shakes in my pantry, I'm not going to buy Shakeology, but I'll buy the program. We all get those objections. It happens to us all. Start handling those objections in your post. So that's something that I do. I will take a picture of my Shakeology and I will say, you know what? When I was first, told that I had to drink Shakeology to be a part of a challenge group, I thought that was ridiculous and crazy and super expensive, and it wasn't worth it, and I wanted to eat my food instead of drink it. But I was struggling, and nothing was working for me. So I said, I'll give it 30 days, and I'll see where it goes. And I am so glad that I made that leap of faith, and I made that upfront commitment because it actually did save me on my grocery bill at $4 a day. It was way cheaper than the drive-through $6, $7, $8 meals that I was getting. I have more energy. And I just listed out how I felt. And then at the bottom I said, if you are interested in trying Shakeology, message me or like this post for more information, right? There you go. The gym, how do you handle that? I would rather go to the gym post. Well, for me, I don't know about you guys, but how many of you have bought gym memberships and never showed up again? Talk about that kind of stuff. Talk about the fact that you've invested in things and then you've fallen off the wagon a million times. So those are just some ideas for you guys to help you for ending the month strong. I really hope you guys kind of marinate on that and come up with some of your own ideas and start putting those into place, because it will really, really help. All right. Lastly, before we jump into our Emerald, the importance of Success Club. So I don't know how many of you really make this just one of the non-negotiables in your business, but this is really key to you kind of looking at your organization and saying, like, all right, I am at least hitting Success Club 5 every month. So I know that this ensures that I'm at least bringing in new customers each month, because you cannot earn Success Club points from the people you signed up last month who already bought a challenge pack. If somebody buys another challenge pack, you're not getting another 2 Success Club points. You're only getting 1 point per Shakeology HD order, and every time it ships the next month, you're not getting another Success Club point. So what Success Club does is it says, okay, I'm at least adding 3 to 5 new customers every month, which means I have more people that could potentially be success stories, referrals, and future coaches. It's also customer leads. So when you hit Success Club and your Emeralds, you're getting customer leads, which are free customers. You also are earning points towards the Success Club trip. And this is really your business. Like, your business kind of rises and falls on Success Club. And if you yourself set that benchmark for success, then when you begin to add coaches on your team, they will actually do the exact same thing too. So if you don't know about Success Club, or you're unclear of what it means to earn it or achieve it or what leads are, take ownership, go into the Coach Online office and watch those training videos, because they're all there under the training tab. Or ask your coach and they can explain it too. All right, so let's get started. The importance of getting to Emerald. Now, I want you guys to make sure you ask any and every question that you have about Emerald, because this is really the first step towards really just growing your business. It's really the first measure of success, and it determines your level in the compensation plan. So your rank in the company determines your level in the compensation plan. A Beachbody coach, as a brand new coach coming in, signing up, you are considered a coach. There is no residual income that you're earning at this time, because you have not sponsored anybody in your organization. When you advance to Emerald, which is the first step, which means you sponsor 2 coaches, it allows you to begin earning what's called team cycle bonuses each and every week. And you have a threshold of up to $250 a week that you can earn as an Emerald coach. And you heard Michael Neiman talk a little bit about that at the beginning and in that video. But we're going to really dig into this whole idea of getting to Emerald and what it means. But it really does build that confidence and credibility. Your first 2 coaches, a lot of times, are family members, are friends, are people that you say, hey, sign up this way, it'll get you this in the future. A lot of times it was my husband, it was my best friend, it was my hairdresser. It was just people that I was like, sign up this way, it's going to get you the discount, and that got me to Emerald. And I will talk more about that as we go on. But this is really what we're going to dig into this evening. And so there are things in your mind, please type them in the chat bar, because I guarantee you that there are other people out there that want to know the exact same thing as you do. So, all right, Peggy, if you have not been able to hit Success Club, then you want to make sure you reach out and set up a call, right? Set up a call with your coach, and they can help you with, maybe it's going back through the conversation. Maybe it's going back through your posts. Maybe look at what you're posting and saying, am I being too salesy? Am I not sharing enough about myself? Do I not have enough variety? Am I not expanding my contact list? So there are lots of things that you can do to ensure that you are achieving that goal, and that really does mean like setting up a call, a one-on-one call with your sponsor, or making sure you're getting on the call that we're all offering so that you can keep getting that enrichment too. So, all right, advancing to Emerald, right? I talked about the perks of that, but there's a good visual. If you look here, you see where the green circle is, it says you, and you need a coach on the left, and you need a coach on the right. Now, the important part about this is that you want to make sure that each of those coaches are active. Now, that means that if your new coach signs up and they bought a challenge pack at the time of sign up, they're going to be active. If you signed up a coach and they bought Shakeology at the time of their sign up, they will be active. You need a minimum of 50 volume points for that coach sign up in order to be active. Now, what is that PV, or personal volume? Every product, every program, every challenge pack has a volume associated with it. And if you go into the shop tab of your Team Beachbody account, you guys can see, if you click on challenge packs, if you click on Shakeology, it'll tell you the customer price, the coach price, and it will list right out what the volume is associated with that. So you can go in and check it out if you want to see what other things, maybe add up to 50 PV. And then the important thing to also know is, to be an active coach, your 50 PV can come from your personal purchases that you make under your Team Beachbody account, or if your coach has a customer that buys something that at least totals 50 personal volume, that will make them active also. So does that make sense for you guys? It can be the 50 PV to make somebody active, can be customer or coach. All right? Now, once you get a person on the left and a person on the right, that makes you emerald. And your status is only change over on Thursday morning. So Wednesday at midnight is your deadline to qualify for the next rank. And Thursday morning, when you log into your coach online office, you should actually be able to see the rank advancement change. It will not change. Like, if you qualify for Emerald on Monday, you've got 2 active coaches, it still won't show up until Thursday morning. All right? And no, Stephanie, you do not need to be active for 5 weeks before you can start receiving Team Cycle bonuses and Emerald. It begins immediately. So no, that is not the case. If someone is a customer and they decide to sign up as a coach, does this count even though they are not a new customer? Veronica, so if you have a customer that bought a challenge pack when they joined your challenge group and they would like to upgrade and become a coach, all they would need to do is go into the coach section, and they would go into their Team Beachbody account. They would go to the coach tab, be a coach. They would upgrade. They can pay the $40 and then get that reimbursed because they bought a challenge pack. Or I would encourage you to encourage them to just cancel their current Shakeology order, and if there's another program they're interested in, just have them order another challenge pack. Because once they sign up as a coach, they only have a 30-day window to buy a challenge pack, and then it goes away. So your 25% discount kicks in, and everything's just 25% off, and you no longer have the option to buy a challenge pack, right? Because you're getting that 25% off, all right? Or they could buy Shakeology HD too. Okay, Team Cycle bonuses. Now, the Team Cycle bonus is where people tend to get a little bit confused, and I'm going to go into that a little bit more also. Also, you're eligible for customer leads when you are an Emerald coach and you're hitting Success Club. So that also is important. So just make it a non-negotiable to hit Success Club. As an Emerald coach, in order to get customer leads, in order to get those Success Club leads, you yourself, and this is where people get confused, need to have a 90 PV of HD every month. So to be active, 50 PV. To be an Emerald coach receiving the leads each month, it needs to be the 90 PV of home direct. So you kind of have to separate in your mind. There's qualifications to get your Emerald leads, and then there's qualifications to be just active. And I know that tends to confuse people, but there is 2 separate areas. And HD stands for home direct. So that's home direct, our auto ship option. All right? Okay. It's always best to have folks buy as a discount coach for them to get the best deal right from the start. And Daria, that is absolutely correct. And we're going to talk about that as we go through too. Okay, yes, I can discuss left versus right. Actually, why don't we just go back and we can do that right now. So when you're looking at, here we go. I'm going to do a little bit of a screen share with you guys again. And okay. So when you're looking at your business, right, and you're in your coach online office, so let's just go right here. And again, let me just activate this chat so that you can see. I can see you guys. All right. So when you go to the My Business tab and you go to the downline, you see these options here. I want you to first go and look at your graphical genealogy. Now, here's the thing, and when you look at this, you may or may not see people. So when I log into this is one of my business centers, I can see that I've got coaches on my right leg, which Jennifer, you see Julia, you see Stephanie, and then I have my left leg, my Angela and Joyce, correct? So when you're looking at this, I want everybody to go in and figure out where their weak leg and their strong leg is. Your strong leg of your business, when you're looking at your graphical genealogy, is the place that already has coaches placed on it, that you did not sign up. Those are people that coaches above you in the organization, when they sign up coaches, they go to the bottom right or the bottom left of whatever your weak or your strong leg is. All right, that's your strong leg. Then you've got this other side that has nobody there. That's your weak leg. That is the side of your business that you are going to build, and then the coaches you sign up on that side will build. So every time as an Emerald coach, they talk about earning that team cycle volume. So every time your strong leg and your strong and weak leg can be different, every person can be different. Some can have left, some can have right. But every time your strong leg gets 200 volume points, and you can see your volume points by going to the My Business, My Volume. When you look at this volume, your total PV is your volume points from your customer orders. And then if you look over here, left volume and right volume. So every time your strong leg gets 200 volume points, and every time your weak leg gets 100 volume points as an Emerald coach, you get $14 as a team cycle bonus. All right, that goes directly deposited into your account. So this week, you can see I've only got 20 volume points on my left and 45 on my right. I don't even have enough to get a $14 team cycle as an Emerald coach. Where is those volume points going to go? They're not going to disappear and go away. They're going to become banked volume. So they're going to get saved until I can use it. So my goal is to build up that left and right volume as soon as possible so that I can begin to maximize my team cycle volume each and every week. All right? So that really is why we're trying to get you to Emerald, because your first two coaches that you sign up, anything that they buy, anything that they sell or their customers purchase from them is going to show up on either your left or your right, and it's going to build those numbers faster. So getting to Emerald is really that first spot in your business where you're starting to be able to maximize that team volume and start accruing those volume points. So what you want to do is you want to go in and set your preferred placement to either the left or the right, depending on where you need that person first. Okay? Can you explain how we should set up our preferred placement? All right. So preferred placement. Set the preferred placement. When you're in the graphical genealogy, set preferred placement. Then you can choose, I want it to go to my left, and if that's where you want it to go, you click left, click save. And you want to try to do that before the person signs up. Then whenever that person signs up and you see them show up in your coach online office, you go in, you set your preferred placement, you switch it to the opposite side so that the next person that signs up goes on the opposite side. All right? Okay. If someone orders a workout program through Beachbody on Amazon, no, you do not get credit. That is correct. All right. Okay. Rolling back. Let me get my slides back up here again. Okay. So, all right, so we talked about your Emerald. We talked about how to sign them up. Now let's kind of get it. It is still possible to build a weak leg. Yeah, Sarah, I'm not sure what I mean. No, as their coach and receive commissions on future orders. Okay, so what does Emerald really mean to you? So when I look at, okay, why do I want to go from just running challenge groups every single month? Like, that is where we all start, right? So we all start out in the business with running challenge groups. Your goal is to get 3 to 5 customers into your challenge group every month so that you're helping people, connect them with the program, give them really great support, help them to get results, and hopefully they will go out there and talk to their friends and talk to other people and tell them what a great coach you are, what great support you have to offer, and then your business begins to grow because you've got more customers. Well, you can really only earn so much with customer sales before you kind of cap out with the amount of income you can earn. When you start to have other coaches in the business that are just as interested and committed as you are, and you're out there sharing with them how to run challenge groups and teaching them how to invite and plugging them into our team calls and getting them into, coach trainings and coach universities and anything that your, downline has to offer as far as training, what does that do? That means that residual income is going to start to happen even if you have a slow week. So you're going to see eventually, someday on down the road, 6 months from now, that your team cycle volume as you're building your team begins to outweigh what you're earning on your weekly commissions. If you have a low week, your team kind of carries you. Sometimes your team has a low week and you have a high sales week, right? So you're going to see that ends up beginning to be a really big source of your income. And I will tell you, my team is now really, when you're looking at building a business and you're like, hey, I want this to replace my income. I want this to be substantial. I want to pay off student loans or debt or create a retirement plan or kids' college education. This is where it's at. It's building your business. It's running challenge groups, and you never give up that side of it. But building your team becomes as important. And so that's really where this comes into place. So this is really the first step in your business. And yes, I will talk about placement and all of that too. So, all right, so just so that you guys know. So, Emerald really means you've got some skin in the game. It tells your sponsor coach, like, hey, I'm invested, I'm plugged in, I want to know, I want to learn more, so tell me what to do. It's a confidence booster. Getting that shout out that you are an Emerald coach from your upline is the best feeling in the world. That recognition, knowing that, I achieved the first rank in my business of Emerald, that means a lot. Other people might see that shout out or that recognition, and they might not even know what Beachbody is all about, but they're like, oh, she must have done something good. She's getting this great recognition post. And then they might message you, or they might become more in tune to what you're doing and eventually join a challenge group or join your team. So it's recognition, it's credibility. Let's face it, it's a confidence boost. It's like, yes, I accomplished this milestone, and I've been working so hard for this, right? Also, it creates those leads, that residual income, and then it means you're ready for the next step. You can't understand diamond and star diamond and elite until you've achieved emerald, right? You can't understand, leads and all of that until you've achieved success club. So it's like you have to add the layers of this business one on top of the other, and emerald is that first step, all right? How do I know if a coach I signed up is now emerald so I can give them a shout out? Karen, when you go to your Coach Online office, every Thursday morning, you should look at your alert section, and it will tell you who has advanced in rank in your business. It will show you rank advancement. Also, where I went to that My Business tab and I looked at that graphical genealogy, if you go down that drop-down menu, it says Sponsorship Drill Down. That is where you can see just your personally sponsored coaches. That's where you can see, there's a little plus sign and it'll expand to show you if they have any personally sponsored coaches as well, and it will say their rank as well. So sponsorship drill down is where you want to go for that. All right? So that's what it means. So who are your first two coaches going to be? I always say it starts with your challenger. So a couple of different ways to figure out who your first few coaches are going to go. You should always sign up your spouse or significant other. They can easily be your first coach. So I signed up Max. At the time, challenge packs weren't around, so I just paid the $40 coach sign-up fee and bought him a bag of Shakeology. Actually, I bought packets, and I got so many people at the beginning saying, well, I don't want to invest in Shakeology until I know if I like it, so can I try it first? So I bought the triple combo box, and I would sell them as $5 single serving packets with my own little description typed up of how to make your Shakeology the first time, right? No, there's no timeline to sign up to, but everybody could do that literally within the next 24 hours or the next 3 days. Everybody could be Emerald, right? You just have to start talking to people about it. All right, so I signed up Matt, And I, at the time, was like, I'm not going to do anything with his business. He's just going to be a placeholder because I want him to be at the top of my business. Because if I were to sign up on Melanie Mitro, next, I want Matt to be able to receive all of that volume that'll be his strong leg, right? So I wanted him to be at the top of my organization. And even if you don't really understand what that means, just trust me. Sign up your spouse. And get them a challenge pack. Maybe you want to do size, or maybe you want to do the Fix Extreme, and that's going to be your next program to get a challenge pack. Or maybe after Labor Day you want to do the 3-day refresh. You get the refresh challenge pack with the triple combo box, right? Done. And you get 2 Success Club points, so that's helping you move towards Success Club for the month of August, too. Then I always look at my challengers, the people that are going to be in my challenge group. And one of the things that I really did at the beginning was I would just say to people, like, you know what, you should just sign up this way. I'm going to give you the link to sign up. This is going to be the best bang for your buck. I know it says coach sign up, but you don't have to be a coach. This is just going to give you access to the discount. It's the same price to sign up as a customer or as a coach, but you get 25% off everything after your challenge pack. And there's a $15.95 membership fee. Call it a membership fee, not a coach fee. And I always say, like, you end up still saving yourself $15 to $20 by getting this discount. There's no fee to cancel. You can change it at any time, and you're not locked into anything. So I just say to people like this, you know what? And then if you get really great results, or you've got other people that would like to join you, you can get your Shakeology paid for too. So I keep it pretty short and sweet, but just approach it that way. Just approach people right from the get-go and sign them up as coaches right off the bat. Then once I did that all the way until I got to Diamond, and then I started to kind of say, well, I won't sign everybody up as a coach. Maybe I'll leave some people as customers if I don't think they have skin in the game. But really, that's how I got myself to Diamond. Was a lot of it was based on just discount coaches, people that were loyal Shakeology customers. And my goal was at the end of 30 days, when I went to start the next challenge group, was to say to all my discount coaches or everybody in my organization, hey guys, I'm starting a challenge group on this date. Do you have any friends or family members that would want to join? And then I was helping them to sign those people up under them as customers, but I was going to help them in my challenge group. So does that make sense for you guys? That makes sense? All right. So, yes, we're getting a little bit ahead with the blog, so let's just wait on that. When it comes to your spouse, there's no timeline to sign up to 2. Which leg should your spouse be on? So there are 2 things to consider here. If you consider yourself a very strong coach, like you have no issues hitting Success Club 5, and you really want to strategize in your business, you really want to maximize your income right from the get-go. If you're somebody that's got a good handle on it and you're like, I want to work this every angle I can, then I would suggest that you sign your spouse up on your weak leg. And then your goal is to get yourself to Success Club 5. After you yourself get to Success Club 5 or 10, whatever you want to set, then you would sign people up under your husband as either customers or as coaches, and get your husband to Success Club 5 also. What does that do? That is going to build volume on your weak leg faster. If you're saying to yourself, that's way too much for me, and that's what I said. I was like, I'm not working max this. I don't have time for that. I don't even understand what I'm doing right now. Please don't. I'm going to stop. Put your muffs on right now. Just put your spouse on your strong leg, because they're a placeholder. They will accrue all of the volume on that strong leg, and you don't have to worry about them right now, right? Just put them over there, and you don't care. Then your second coach, no matter what they are, is going to go on the opposite side, because you need 2 active coaches to get to Emerald. Then after that is really going to be where you need to talk to your upline. You need to talk to your upline about where to place coaches from that point forward. All right? Please share why it's important to have your spouse, because I have an 18-year-old daughter. Would it be good to have my spouse on one leg and my daughter on the other? If you are getting to Emerald, again, if your husband drinks Shakeology, your daughter drinks Shakeology, and you're getting 2 bags of Shakeology or 3 bags every month, of course it would be. It would be, why not? Get yourself to Emerald. If you're buying supplements or you're buying extra things, put those orders through those other people's accounts so that you're getting the volume and you're still getting the discount price. So yes, it would make sense. for you to do those things, all right? Then your next step is to really look at the current challengers you have. So maybe you have a lot of customers on your team or a lot of customers in your challenge group, and they're loving Shakeology, and they're coming due with their next Shakeology order, and it's going to ship on the 25th of August. Go to each one of those people and send them a personal message, and you're going to say, hey, I know how much you've been loving your Shakeology. You're getting great results in the challenge group. Would you be interested in upgrading to a coach account so that you can get 25% off? You don't have to actively coach or lead other people. You can do it just for the discount. But if you do have people that are asking you about your results, I can very easily show you how to get them enrolled in our next challenge group, and we can mentor them along. And you can get your Shakeology paid for. Very simple. Let me know if you'd like more information about that, right? So that is another thing. I did that every single month. And in my calendar, I put little reminders. Okay, Sarah's Shakeology is going to ship on the 25th. Remind her on the, 19th. That's what I would do. And I would just go into my business, my customers, and my my orders and customer orders. And I would just look back to see, okay, so-and-so ordered on July 15th. I know that's going to ship on or about August 15th. So I would just look at my order history, and that's how I would figure that out. So approach people that are coming up with their 30-day mark. Also, about to get your Shakeology paid for, 3 Shakeology HD orders, or basically like 2 challenge packs is going to be what it is to get your stuff paid for every single month. Also, make a list of people. Like when I first started coaching, I didn't just make a list of people that I wanted to invite as customers. I had people on my radar that I thought would make great coaches too. People that were in shape, people that we talked about weight loss, or we talked about needing a part-time job, or moms that their kids were going back to school and they were like, I don't know what to do with myself. I have all this time on my hands. I'm like, well, why don't you do this with me? People that I knew, out in the community that would be great at this. I just started inviting people to like the 5-day sneak peeks or business opportunity calls, or I'd, just message them and say, have you ever thought of this? I think you would be good at it, and here is why. Anybody, like even your best friend, if they're going to join your challenge group, just sign them up as a coach. Like it's just the best option that you can do. Again, it gets you to the next level in your business, where then you can say, I'm at Emerald, what is next? The key to growing your team, to finding working coaches, rises and falls on your ability to run effective challenge groups, to transition your customers into coaches, and to do little things like saying to your current discount coaches or your current customers, do you know anybody that would be interested in joining my next challenge group? Like you have to kind of move that ball along and plant that seed and ask questions to get them to kind of think about, well, do I know anybody? Do I know anybody that I think that this would be good for? All right. Discount coaches get a commission. So yes, even if in the back office, there's not a box to check discount coach or working coach. When you're signed up as a coach, you're a coach. So you can work your business whether you call yourself a discount or you call yourself a working coach. You still get the commission from anything that people purchase through your Team Beachbody site. All right. And you don't have to claim taxes unless you make over $500. So how do you sign people up? I don't know about you guys, but how many of you know about the Coach mobile app? How many of you know about that? There are lots of you out there. I hope that you do. All right, so steps to signing up coaches. Yes, I love it too. What happens if you are an Emerald but then have a slow month or 2 without enough personal volume? Well, hopefully you invite some more and you really put yourself out there and you come up with creative ways to keep your volume up regardless. So when you notice that right off the bat, Suzanne, that you're having a slow month, reach out to your sponsor, set up a call, make sure that you are like, I'm struggling, I'm having a slow month, what can I do? And those are the times where you run like extra groups, or maybe you do some little extra promotions or free gifts or giveaways, or you ask for referrals so that you don't have a slow month. So, if you are consistently following the 3 vital behaviors, you're using the business activity tracker, you might have a slower month, but you really should never dip down below 90 personal volume, because your Shakeology is covering that, and you should be aiming for at least Success Club 5. All right? Okay, so download this app. If you use on your phone, go to HTTP, put that in coachmobile.teambeachbody.com. When it comes up on your browser on your phone, from there, there's a button that says Save to Home Screen. That's how, it's not in the App Store. This is how you sign up for get that Coach Mobile app, and then it saves it. It looks like an app on your phone. All right. When you go there, it'll say enter your coach account information. So you're going to log in, enter your email for your Team Beachbody account. Then you're going to enter your password, and then it's going to pull up. The next screen is going to allow you to enter a new customer or enter a new coach. So when you're talking to somebody and and you can actually pull this up on your computer also, so it doesn't have to be just used on your phone. I leave this Coach Mobile app actually up on my computer, and when I'm signing up customers and coaches on the computer, I just use this because it literally sends them the challenge pack or whatever we talked about, and all they have to do, and it sends it right to their email, they just have to complete their order. So it's really easy to do. So you enter their information, it walks you through the steps of what do they want as far as a workout program. Do they want a challenge pack? Do they want to sign up as a customer? Do they want to sign up as a coach? I always send them the coach sign up and just sign them up right from there. And people always go in, they complete it, and it's done. Whenever you go to signing somebody up as a coach, they're going to go to your Team Beachbody account if you're not using the Coach Mobile app, and they're going to click the Coach tab and be a coach. And they're going to follow the steps, and you're going to walk them through exactly what to do. My suggestion to you is if you've never signed up as a coach, log out of your Team Beachbody account altogether, enter your teambeachbody.com/Melanie Mitro, and then I want you to pretend like you're signing up as a coach and get as far along in the process as you can, and then so that you know how to explain the screens to somebody else. So just go through that process on your own. If somebody has already bought a challenge pack, make sure you know how to give them the reimbursement form. That is under the My Business tab and the Forms and Documents. It's literally an online form. They get their $40 back like this. But here's the thing. If they are not buying something at the time of sign up, they're not going to be active right away. You want to make sure you pay attention to that. So if that's the case, you can either, again, encourage them to buy a challenge pack, encourage them to cancel their Shakeology and reorder as a coach, so it's just active from the beginning, or you can go to Coach Relations, which I try to avoid Coach Relations at all costs, and I try not to have to email them, but you could email them and say, like, I have a new coach, Reagan, and she signed up on August 17th, and she bought a challenge pack on August 1st. Can you please transfer her customer volume to her coach volume so she can become an active coach, right? So you have to send that email. You don't want to have to do that because it takes 2 to 3 days and it's kind of a pain in the butt. But if you have to, that's there. The other thing, when you sign up your coaches, make sure they're placed in the right spot because you only have 3 business days to change placement. If you place somebody and you say, I want them to go on the right, and they end up on the left, and you didn't do your due diligence to check that sponsorship drill down, and it's past the days, they won't move them for you. They're there forever. Once they've signed up, they can't move them. So you want to make sure they're placed in the right spot and that they are an active coach. So just got to go in and you got to just do that double check. Okay? Do both sides have to hit the PV amount to receive the cycle bonus? So Sarah, you have to get 200 on your strong and 100 on your weak in order to get team cycle volume. If you don't have that, then that volume that's there for that week will save for the next week. And if you can achieve it the next week, then yes, you will get the cycle volume at that point. And if you aren't yet emerald, but you've got a strong leg, know that that's accruing. That's just sitting there waiting for you to rank advance so that you can, in fact, use it. All right. If I have someone signed up as a coach on my strong and I feel they would benefit me better on my weak, nope, I already answered that. You cannot move them. You have to make your judgment in the first 3 days. What if I just found out about this? What if I just found out moving the coach new to this? What if I just found out about moving? So it doesn't matter, Billy, if it's been longer than 3 days, you cannot move them. So how do I save this app to my home screen on my phone again? If you pull up the app or you pull up that website and you look at it, you go to, at the bottom, there should be one of your options. It should be save to home screen, and you want to do that. Save that website to your home screen, and that makes it an app. Does it take 24 hours for your volume to show up? I signed up a coach, and she is showing as a personally sponsored, but not SD points. All right, so Jolie, Success Club points do not show up right away sometimes, and they update like every couple of days. So it might be, 24 or 48 hours before the Success Club points show up. Volume, the PD or personal volume that is associated with that coach when they sign up is going to show up on your left leg or the right leg, whatever side they are signed up on. All right? And yes, actually, if you have 200 on your weak leg and 100 on your strong, yes. So it will like flip. So if your strong leg is usually on your right, but this side, your left outperformed your right, then it flips. So it's whatever is the strong leg at that time will be what you cycle off of. All right. Oh, what is weak leg and strong leg? Sorry, I kind of jumped ahead. So the weak leg is the side that only you add people to. The strong leg is where you may see other people's names. And again, this graphical genealogy is where you can see that. If you just want to see the people you sign up, that is where you use the sponsorship drill down. I personally find that this whole graphical genealogy is rather confusing. And so I just choose not to understand it. The one piece of advice is I still check this to make sure that my coaches are on the outside. So see how there's like these inside buddies? Like under Angela and Jennifer, they have like this inside buddy. You don't really want people on that inside. You want to make sure they're always outside. So they're always going down the far outside. If somebody ends up on that inside kind of leg, what I would say is make sure you email Coach Relations right away and have them move to the outermost left or right leg. All right. I have a weak outside leg designation. That's good. I mean, if you want them to go on the weak leg, that's why, so they give you some options, but I really only choose left or right. So that's just what I've always done. All right. So I know we're going a little bit over, but hang with me. I want to make sure that, and if this is confusing you, here's what your next step is going to be. So if you're thinking about this and it's confusing, I want you to set up a one-on-one call with your upline. All right, and I want you to go over this. I want you to write down your questions, and I want you to ask your questions. I want you to get off the call tonight, go to the training section, watch the videos on it, because they're all there to help you, okay? And how do we ensure that they are on an outside? You want to make sure that you choose either left or right. When they sign up, make sure you go in and check to make sure that, in fact, they are placed on the outside part. If you're not sure, send a screenshot to your sponsor coach and say, is this person placed in the right place? I just want to make sure. So ask questions like, if you aren't sure, if you make sure that you take steps, make sure they're in the right spot, okay? I have 2 coaches signed up last week, both bought challenge packs, and they shipped out on Friday, but they're not showing as active coaches for me. When will they show active? Kelly, do a live chat with Coach Relations to make sure that they are, in fact, active. And it should actually show up on Thursday. Like everything should flip over if they aren't active already. All right? Okay, so some of the things to kind of think about in your business that is really important is that you really start to pay attention to that training section in your Coach Online office. So when I was talking about the benefits of being Emerald and I was talking about the importance of signing up coaches, there are things that you want to do, like how do I get myself to Emerald and how do I get myself to find more people and what are the ways that I can ensure that I'm getting proper training like this. And the key for you guys is to talk to your sponsor about what coach training they're offering in the first 30 days. If they're not offering training, go to your back office and look to see who's your Diamond Upline sponsor coach. Reach out to them. Who's your Star Diamond upline? If you're not getting the support you need, go to those. That's your chain of command. But your personally sponsored coach is the first person that you want to go to. Second, start educating yourself on what you should be doing at each level of your business. As a business starter, These are the activities that you should be doing in your business. And that is the 3 vital behaviors. It's making sure that you're printing out your tracking sheets, that you're connected to like these Monday Night Team calls, but also the national wake-up calls, and that you are starting a new challenge group every single month, right? And then there are some like know this, learn how, helpful activities. These are just some things. And I'm actually going to go over more of this on next week's call when we get started. So here's what I want to talk to you guys about. So I really want to spend the next Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday of this week, and even actually all the way until Friday, really talking about how do we sign up coaches, how do we get people, how do we get to Emerald, how do we ensure that it's got the right placement, what are the benefits of being Emerald. So in our team pages, I'm going to encourage everybody to start asking questions. What we're going to do is our goal is to achieve Emerald by August 19th at midnight Eastern Standard Time. And I'm doing a little team promotion for all of us because I want to just encourage you. Can you invite people to join your team? Can you set the bar high and say, okay, I'm going to sign all my people that are going to join my challenge groups up as coaches right off the bat. I'm going to go back through my customer list and I'm going to invite people to join as coaches. Can you achieve Emerald by August 19th at midnight? If you do, I'm actually going to do a call for only the people that rank advance to Emerald this week, in this quarter, or in this bonus period this week, next Monday, August 24th at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So on Thursday morning, if you wake up and you are an Emerald coach, then you need to submit your email address and a screenshot that your back office says that you're Emerald to your upline Diamond coach, because they're going to have access to a document, and in that document is going to have your name and your email address. Don't message it to me unless I'm your upline Diamond coach. Send it to your Diamond, and then I will be sending out the link to this call on Monday. And you know what we're going to talk about next Monday? If you're an Emerald coach, what do we do after we get to Emerald? How do we talk about a placement? How do we get more coaches? How do we start increasing our team cycle bonus? How do you reach that $250 a week as fast as possible? We're going to talk about the next step to really taking your Emerald status and saying, all right, I want to actually make this profitable and I want to start earning more income. So this is your goal. It does not count. Like if you're already an Emerald coach, it doesn't count. This is only for people that qualify and become an Emerald coach by Wednesday at midnight. And so I'm going to be adding things into the personally sponsored coach page and the large team page. So make sure that if you are starting to form a team and you have some coaches on your team, that you're taking this information and you're sharing it with them too. And you're asking questions, and we are all here to help you along the way. So that is really my call to action for you guys tonight. I want to open it up for just a few questions because I've ran over in time tonight. Is there anything else that you guys would like to ask me as far as getting to Emerald goes? Do you feel like this was helpful? Good. Any other questions at all? Yes, but overwhelming. And again, like I said, if your head is spinning and you're confused, you want to go back to your sponsor and you want to talk to them about it. You want to write down your list of questions and ask your coach. Make sure that you don't just get off this call and say, I'm done, I can't do this, this is not for me, because it's a learning process. This is part of building a business, is learning as you go. And I'll be honest with you, a lot of times I just kind of jumped in and figured it out along the way. So be willing to invite, and don't be afraid. I'm running a 5-day sneak peek this week. I know that some other people are running sneak peeks this week as well. So make sure you ask what sneak peeks are available to plug people in that would like more information about coaching too. All right. So can my husband cancel his membership and re-sign up under me so I can put him on the right leg? No, you cannot do that. If it's been they would have to cancel their coach account, wait 6 months, and then re-sign back up again. You cannot do that. All right. I just turned Emerald last Wednesday. Can I be invited? It's just for this week. I'm sorry. Would any of the coaches under me also be a part of the dream team, or do I need to start my own team? So everybody that is under you is a part of the team. Anybody that's under any other leader, like Katie Ursa and Alyssa and Val and Kaylee and Shannon and, I mean, everybody, you know, Marlena, you guys are all a part of the Dream Team organization. So here's the thing. When you start getting working coaches in your business, start your own little private Facebook group where you can take things that you're learning in other team pages or other groups, and you can start to share it with your growing team. So even if it's just you and 2 other people, it's just a place where you can talk to them, share ideas, and mastermind together. All right? Good. I'm glad that this helps. Any recommendations, challenge group, sneak peek, schedules? I'm not sure. Any recommendations? Any recommended challenge group or sneak peek monthly schedules? I'm not sure what you mean by that. If your sponsor is just a discount, what if your sponsor, then you want to go to your upline diamond coach. So then you want to move up the chain of command, go to the next person in line. That's who you want to talk to. Yes, absolutely. I want to be sure I understood that if the 2 discount coaches sign up, then that qualifies gaining emerald rank. Yes. So if they sign up and they are both active, and yes, you will become an emerald coach. It will change over on Thursday morning. Perfect. Extremely helpful. I really need to begin challenge groups to build my business. Absolutely. That's the first thing you do. So if this is your first team call, then the first thing you want to do is set your date for your first challenge group. Get enrolled in Coach Basics or a Coach University or Coach Training so that you can understand how to do that better as well. Good. I know you already said this, but if already signed someone up with a challenge pack, how do I get them to sign up as a coach other than have them cancel and reorder? They can just leave. They can go to the coach tab when they log into their Team Beachbody account, go to the coach tab and then be a coach. And they can just online, right through that process, fill out the application process. And then if they just pay the $40, then you can just send them the reimbursement form and they can get their $40 back is what you can do. And then if they don't want to reorder something or they just bought a challenge pack, just message me and I'll tell you we'll get that volume transferred over so that they can become active. Yeah, they can get the fee waived. It'll come within 3 business days. Yes. How do I plan my month? That would be kind of a separate call. So I can talk about that later, but I always do my challenge group on the 3rd Monday of every month. My sneak peek also starts that. So I kind of divide it. First 2 weeks of advertising for challengers, second 2 weeks of advertising for coaches, and doing my sneak peeks is kind of what I do. With the 3-day refresh challenge, you get 30 days of on-demand access for free. Correct. You get 30 days of on-demand for free. That is correct. Just to find your diamond upline, go to your coach online office, and right on your back office home screen on the left-hand side where it says welcome and it has your name, it also says who your diamond upline is, how your star diamond upline is, what your current rank is, whether you're active or inactive. If you order the packets under your husband, will it be a tax write-off? Yep, it is. Yes, it is. Save all your receipts. All right, so we've got big goals this week. We've got lots of stuff to work on. I have a little video that kind of explains this little promotion that I'll post in the team page. I'll get this recording up. Make sure you share it with anybody that cannot be here tonight and pass this information along. So I hope this was helpful and not too overwhelming for you. And I hope you guys have a great night, and I will talk to you all later. Take care, everybody.